Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Anna for those of you who didn't know that, and today I am doing the ultimate book tag. So I'll link the original video down below if I can find it. And without further ado, let's just get into it. So I have 25 questions to answer, and yeah. The first question is, do you get sick while reading in the car? Yes, I do get sick. So if I am not sleeping and I want to have a book with me, I usually have an audiobook. So that is yeah. But most likely I am sleeping in the car. 2. Which author's writing style is completely unique to you and why? So I have only read like a small portion of that book. I didn't finish it because I just kind of I didn't lose interest, but I just put it down and haven't been picking it up back again. Hopefully I will do that next year. But that is A Game of Thrones by George R.R. Martin. And he writes in kind of a unique style where it is like he's very like that is happening and that and that. It's not like he kind of is explaining way too much, so that is very unique to his writing style. So yeah. 3. Harry Potter series or the Twilight Saga? Give 3 points to defend your answer. The first one is I have only read Harry Potter and I'm really enjoying that. 3. I mean, I have seen the Twilight movie, so I'm gonna say I like the characters in Harry Potter more, and the story is better in Harry Potter. So yeah, that is basically my 3 points. I mean, I will get back to you after I have read the Twilight Saga. However, I don't think that I will fairly enjoy it that much. 4. Do you carry a book bag? If so, what's in it? I personally don't carry a book bag because I usually have books on my Kindle or only have like 1 or 2 if I'm going somewhere where I can have a book with me. But I usually am not a lot of places where I can have a book with me. 5. Do you smell your books? No, I don't, and the reason for that is not because they particularly smells bad or anything. They smell books. However, secondhand, I don't smell them because some of them smells weird. 6. Books with or without little illustrations? I like both. Depends on the book. Some have illustrations, and I feel like that can help the story sometimes. However, yeah, it really depends on the story and how the book is written. 7. What book did you love while reading but discovered later it wasn't quality writing? So, I mean, I feel bad saying this, but again, but better. It wasn't like horrible. I really enjoyed reading it. However, I mean, it's a debut novel and it wasn't bad. I gave it 3 stars, so it's not really bad, but it's like a meh. That is kind of the story I liked while reading it, but I feel like it wasn't like seriously like over the top. 8. Do you have any funny stories involving books from your childhood? I barely read any books from my childhood, in my childhood, so I can't exactly say I have any funny stories. Because I didn't read a lot of books, to be completely honest. 9. What is the thinnest book on your shelf? My thinnest book is Saga Volume 1. That is like 170 something pages. My smallest book. What's the thickest book on your shelf? It's The Priory of the Orange Tree. I don't know, it's like 800 and something pages. That is the longest, thickest book I have. Really intimidating. So yeah. 11. Do you write as well as read? Do you see yourself in the future as being an author? And yes, I write, and hopefully one time in the future I will eventually give out a book. I have to finish one because I have a struggle of finishing things. Not because I lose interest, I just have a lot of things going on and it's really hard to do it all. Hopefully in November I will be able to finish the book I am planning. So let's see how that goes. 12. When did you get into reading? When I got really into reading, I'm gonna say like first real book where I thought that I want to read more is like when The Hunger Games came out and I read The Hunger Games trilogy for the first time. That was like when I thought that this is something that I would like to do. But I didn't get like really into reading until like a few years ago when I started watching BookTube and I found out that some of these books really sounds interesting and I would really like to read more. 13. What is your favorite classic book? I actually haven't read any classics yet. But I mean, I have seen Pride and Prejudice, but I haven't read the book. So yeah, I don't know. Hopefully I will get into classics sometimes in the future. 14. In school, was your best subject language arts / English? I mean, we had like a few to pick from. I mean, I'm from Norway, of course we have Norwegian, and to be honest, I had better English characters. Yeah, my characters, they were better in English than I were in Norwegian, so... But yeah, they were really close though. So I don't actually know how to answer it because I hated school. I went 2 days in school and I didn't want to go back. And I went 12 years to school, so I think it's good that I don't go to school anymore. 15. If you were given a book as a present that you had read before and hated, what would you do? Like completely honest, it really depends on where they have bought it. Because when you buy a gift here in Norway, you can get like a receipt that you can change the book. But I mean, I obviously wouldn't say that I would change this into something new. I would definitely say thank you, and yeah, I might read it and give it a fair shot again. Or I would like go to the store where they bought it and change it to something else. So yeah. 15. No, 16. What is a lesser known series that you know of that is similar to Harry Potter or The Hunger Games? I don't actually know what to answer for this. I mean, The Maze Runner is pretty popular now. But um, I kind of feel like if you like the what's the name? If you like the fighting parts and like the resistance of kind of the Hunger Games, I will say I haven't read this book, but I feel like Carve the Mark seems like something you would like if you like the fighting scenes, because I mean, this book is basically said that they must fight for what they love, or yeah. So I have to get back on you, but this might be it. I mean, I haven't read much books that are the same. And I mean, people say Carry On is pretty much like a little like Harry Potter, but I haven't read that either, so I don't know what to say. 17. What is a bad habit you always do besides rambling while filming? How many times do you hear me say, uh, mm, uh, in videos? That's quite often, and it's really hard to clip out because I say it way too much. I'm trying to cut out a little bit of them, but it's really hard when I saying it in the middle of a sentence. You see, I do it all the time. 18. What is your favorite word? Is it now that I'm supposed to say, well, as a lot of Norwegian, we have habit of saying, or in Norwegian we say ha, which basically means what? Like you didn't hear the sentence. Usually you heard the sentence, however, you say ha, just so you get a little more thinking time. So that's my favorite word. Are you a nerd, dork, or dweeb? Or all of them? I have absolutely no idea, and I don't know what a dweeb means. So yeah. 20. Vampire or fairy? I'm gonna say fairies, even though they're not very nice. 21. Shapeshifters or angels? I'm gonna go for angels. 22. Spirits or werewolves? I guess werewolves. I don't know. 23. Zombies or vampires? Vampires. 24. Love triangle or forbidden love? Forbidden love. If though it might be like this really good written love triangle, but give me like a forbidden romance and I would most likely enjoy it. It really depends. I mean, if you write like a story set in like the States where she is 16 and he is way out of her league and actually thinking like I shouldn't because of something else that isn't her age, then I'm like, no. It said it in Norway and it would be okay because 16 is the limit. But so yeah, when I read forbidden romances where they are like 18 to 6, like 16 to 18, where the limit is so changing, I need to know where is this set, because if it's set in a world like a place where it's okay, I'm thinking that yeah, it's okay. However, if it's set somewhere else where like the limit is like 18 and above, I'm thinking that's not legal, because I come from 16 is the limit. However, the States is 18. And then I am like, if you are going to write like a forbidden romance, like maybe not choose the age different trope, because people will be like, "Eh." But I mean, you can have a story like that. However, kind of nothing happens until they are 18, and kind of the person holds himself back because he says that she's too young, I need to wait. That's something you can do. But yeah, I'm rambling again. 25. Full-on romance books or action-packed with a few love scenes mixed in. I am both. Um, it really depends on the book. I can be full-on romance and I can be action-packed book. I like both. And I can't say I particularly like love one over the other, because I really like them both. But yeah, that was it for this video. I hope you liked it, and if you want to follow me on any of my social media, all the links are down in the description, and I will see you next time. Bye!